Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Sorry about my voice, I'm a little under the weather today, so guys bear with me. So to get started, I did order this hair off Amazon. The link to the hair will be down below in my description, so just keep an eye on that. If I can recall, it was a 28-inch wet and wavy hair. It did come with caps. And the hair did come with a disclaimer. The ends were a little brittle, however, the union was very pretty. It was a part wig with about an inch lace, and there goes the ends right there. Well, you can see right straight out the packet that it was really stringy. And when you're looking for 613 hair, that's kind of something you want to avoid. So yeah. And here's a better review of the construction. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and start prepping for the process. As you can see, I did use Kiss dye. One was called, I think, Petals, and the other one was Hawaiian something. However, I will definitely leave the names below in the description box. As you can see, I did go ahead and complete the purple shampooing process. I did leave some of the yellow indie hair because I was going to do an ombre, and that actually came in handy. So as you can see, the unit is long and pretty. It is 28 inches. And now we're going to go ahead and start the process. So the first step in the dyeing process is to mix the dye with the water. Some does hot water. I just did regular water. A good tip is to make sure you get all the clumps out of there, because if you don't, it will give you an uneven dye. You play around with it until you get the desired color that you want, and that's it. Now, after you receive the color that you were going for, you can go ahead and start dipping your unit. I would suggest dipping your bottom first, definitely with an ombre, so that it'll take the most. And another thing, I would suggest you do a test strand first, just to make sure that's the color you want. But I do this very often, so I'm very comfortable with my timing. Now, this process is absolutely unnecessary. However, I feel like it works for me to get an even color throughout the top. So if you want to, you can skip through it, or I'll just speed it up a little bit so you don't have to see it. So after it sitting for a little while and after a few dips, we decided to go ahead and repeat the process by adding the remaining dye. This is just to make sure that we locked in the color. After we're adding the remaining dye and making sure that it dissolves correctly, we're going to go ahead and dip the unit again. And just to explain what's going on, I'm moving the dye a little bit higher, and that's just to soften the transition. Nobody wants harsh dye lines. So now, as you can see, we're going ahead and adding the second dye to set off the last part of our ombre. Now, after we got that dissolved and we got the color that we're looking for, we're going to go ahead and dip the unit again. After you've reached your desired color, I suggest you putting the ends in one more time just to make sure that it has the deep ombre at the end. Excuse my baby, she's so silly. This is probably my favorite part of the process. Now watch the magic happens. Nice, right? Switching up the we're going to repeat that last step again.
If you leave that in there for not all of it, not that. No, they don't go all the way in. It's still this part here. It's just this part right here that's in the water. I don't hear you clapping.
Now, once you truly finish the dyeing process, we're going to go ahead and move into the plucking part. And a disclaimer, I am not a professional hairstylist, so if I'm doing something incorrect or not the way that you feel is fit, go down in the comments and let me know and share some tips that you think will work better. But this is what I know, so this is what I'm working with for now. And as you can see, this hair did tangle, but I mean, you should expect that with a curling unit, but not this dang on much. So as you can see, I'm just combing through it gently to decrease the shedding that was happening because it was a lot. So this is a very time-consuming process. So if you already know how to pluck laces, then go ahead and skip forward. However, if you're a beginner and want to know how to do the basics, then stay tuned. I'm going for more of a natural hairline look, so bear with me. So to achieve that realistic hairline look, I went back an inch behind the lace and parted the hair into two sections and plucked down the middle of that section. I know you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but just keep paying attention, you'll see. So right there, hold on, let me zoom in for you. That line right there, that's going to be the section we're going to pluck. Now you can see some of the plucking coming together. plucking and getting the hairline that you were going for, we're going to go ahead and begin to style that one side that's already plucked. Like I stated earlier, all products used will be down in the description below, but I am using this mousse that smells so freaking great. And it actually did a really good job, and it worked with the curly wet hair. So I'm going to use that to style my baby edges. All right, and after you get that soup that you want, we're gonna go ahead and start on the second side. All right, the hard part's over. Let's go ahead and style the other side. And just to update you on the quality of the wig was nice. It had a beautiful texture, as you can see, even while it was curled, and even prettier when it was dry. However, it did shed a lot, but we did do a lot of plucking. So go through it a couple times with your brush or your comb after you've done styling your wig, just to get all that dead hair out. Alrighty guys, this is the finishing product. This is after both sides have been plucked. I will go off camera to finish off plucking the middle and tinting the lace. I will also include some pictures of after the wig was installed. Again, thank you guys so much. Subscribe and like and follow. Thank you.